would make it easier for students to work on their projects. So the platform is supposed to empower them with the tools, the resources, templates to guide you and prove that okay, you've done some form of research and you are qualified, you understand what you are doing.
Today, we have a phenomenal lady who is making waves in tech over here, and we'll be having a conversation with her. My name is Kodia Dipmohima Sewakoto Patricia Efia. Call me Kasapa. Hello, you're welcome to Baby Tech, and this is another episode of my Tech Journey Show. If you haven't subscribed already, kindly hit on the subscribe button. If you're already part of the family, hey boo, we love you. Hello.
Hi,
You're welcome to my show.
thank you.
Please introduce yourself to my audience.
Okay, hi, my name is Akweley. I'm not okay. Akweley is a twinning. That means I'm a twin. I have a twin girl. I'm Kobo, and I grew up in a research center in the Eastern region. It's called Vista Agri Research Center. Yeah, so I had my basic education in the research school. My senior high school was at Akweley Girls Senior High School, and then I moved to the University of Ghana to do biochemistry, cell and medical biology. Yeah, so that's my educational journey.
That's quite some time to it. So let's delve into your job a little bit. Can you tell us more about your startup?
Okay, yeah, so the name of the startup is viztaedu.
Vista. What does it mean?
Okay, so Vista in itself is an English name. It means perspective. Yeah, having a vista. Yeah, but then instead of the S, we use the Z. Yeah, because we kind of found it interesting that we are targeting the Generation Z. So Vista and then Edu to indicate that it's an educational tech startup. Yeah, so Vista Edu.
That's a creative way of coming up with a startup name, though.
Well, I had a creative team, so.
Wow. So tell us more about what you do as Vista.
So Vista Edu, our main aim is to connect tertiary level students to learn, network, share the educational journeys, and easily create project work that impacts their communities.
So what are some of the projects you are working on as a team?
We run educational webinars every month, and we connect. So on those calls, we connect the students with industry experts and people who we believe are going to share their journeys and share knowledge on skills that will be relevant for them in this new age. Yeah. So aside that too, we are building a tech platform called Prodly. Prodly simply means project delivery, and it's going to be a platform that would make it easier for students to work on their projects.
A platform for them to work on their projects.
Yes.
So like, I think of my project, I just come to Prodly and someone does the work for me, I deliver.
Oh no. Okay, so we realized that a lot of people have been able to build businesses around doing projects for the students.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that is wrong about that is it doesn't explore the creativity of the student.
Yeah.
And project work is basically one of the ways that the educational sector is innovative. Trust me, the rest is chill, poor, pass and forget.
Yeah,
but project work, you're actually doing research, you are discovering new things or already existing things that you didn't know existed. Yeah, so we believe students are creative enough to do it themselves. Mm-hmm. So the platform is supposed to empower them with the tools, the resources, templates to be able to have a fair understanding of what they're doing and actually do it well and produce international standard research.
International standard research. So it's like they come and they get samples of previous works done on the platform.
Okay.
Then they can do something related to that.
So there's that feature where we are building a database of previously done research, which can serve as an inspiration and guidance to guide them in even identify what exactly they want to do. So basically, they can easily filter the search to what their supervisors have supervised, the work that their supervisors have supervised, so that they could run through the research that has already been done by their supervisors. You don't choose a supervisor.
Yeah.
You are given a supervisor, so you have to understand what they are doing. But honestly, students are more comfortable finding what they actually want to do. So even when I visited the department in the course of this building this platform, students want to do other things, and then their supervisors are doing completely different things. Someone wants to work on viruses, supervisors are working on cancers. So it's that challenge, we can't do anything about it. But what we can do is to expose the student that's okay. No matter what kind of research you're doing, it's the same format. So once you understand the skills, the understanding or the knowledge behind that, then you can apply it in different aspects, and even in your application of your higher education, you can use that to guide you and prove that okay, you've done some form of research, and you are qualified, you understand what you are doing.
Right. You mentioned that you are a product designer. Is it on your team, or
Yes.
you're a product designer on your
my team? Yeah.
Oh, okay. And what is that role about? Can you tell us more?
Okay, so product design is actually broad. We have UI UX designer, we have UX researcher, and there are so many of the opportunities you can explore. But I'm the UI UX designer of my team. So basically, what I do is I make sure that the students understand. The platform that we are building is something that the student actually wants and wants to interact with. So the features are not too hidden, and they can easily navigate through the platform, and whatever they request on the platform, they are able to easily find it. Their user journey is just friendly.
So how did you discover this role? Because there are several roles, like when it comes to building a team.
Okay.
So how did you discover this particular role, and why did you even decide that that is what you really want to do?
After national service, I went to Ghana Tech Lab to learn about software development and then UI UX design. So after school, I didn't want to just stay at home, because I was applying for masters and PhD, and I didn't want to do it here because I wanted to explore. I'm someone who likes to explore. So so after taking part in that training, I got to understand what it basically means to be a UI UX designer. And I love images. Sometimes I can spend countless time on Instagram just identify, okay, so this is how the image is like, okay, this design, it shouldn't be here. I'm actually normally always doing that. So once I identified that, I was like, okay, this is something that I can easily fit in. You understand? So the course of the training, I found my team, and each of us had to take a role in order to build a tech platform and something that solves a problem in society. So I took the UI UX design. My other team members took software development and the financial aspects based on the experiences.
Based on the experiences. Okay, so how long have you been in this role, and do you intend to do it like as something for the long-term period?
Okay, so I mentioned that I like to explore. So even though it's something that I want to get better at, I also want to broaden my horizon and explore different roles. And as I have a background in research, I can do data science. So I actually started learning Python in order to progress in that field. But because of this tech platform, I have to be better at UI UX design in order for the platform to scale. So it's something that I plan to do for the platform to grow, but it's not something that is going to be some form of a career for me.
Oh. So how long have you been into it?
So it's been a year. As I said, it's been a year of the startup. So it's been a year.
What's your relationship with Google Developers Group?
Okay. I'm wearing that t-shirt, huh? Okay, so I volunteer at the Google Developer Group. I got to know about Google Developer Group at Ghana Tech Lab. Tutor Mr. Ibrahim mentioned that it's a group that you can find a support for software development. Yeah, so I decided to volunteer at Google Developer Group, and because of the COVID, I don't think the 2020 the program came on, but 2021, 2022, I just kept observing on social media. But this year, I decided to be part of the Flutter program. Yeah, so I volunteer and I also manage their LinkedIn social media.
That's quite a position, you know. You're managing a whole GDD.
I know, right? I was
That's
so excited.
nice.
I'm glad for that. Thank you, Shadrach.
Well, I've been following you on LinkedIn as well, and I realized in a space of I think 1 week or so, you attended countless number of events. Like, how do you manage to toggle your life around being a product designer, working on your startup, going for these events, managing this, managing that? Like, how do you balance all those?
Okay, so I believe every entrepreneur knows that you have to multitask. Like, you can't do away with it. You have to multitask. And so someone who is able to multitask. So I discovered the events on. I didn't actually know that they would all happen in the same week till after I checked my calendar, and I mean they're all happening together. Yeah, but thankfully I have my team with me. So UNICEF Startup Lab that week was when I had that program. So my team were there when I'm not there. So they were chipping in for me, and I was able to go through it. So I have a very great team, and I'm so blessed.
So how will you encourage someone out there starting life and trying to figure out their path? Probably they want to be an entrepreneur, or probably they want to enter into tech. Like, how will you encourage somebody out there to start?
I think first of all, helped me was me knowing what I actually want to be doing. My dad is someone. I mean, since growing up, he would say, "Oh, my daughter is going to be a doctor." I mean, if you are smart in Ghana, you're a doctor or a lawyer or a nurse or those professional jobs. But I've always loved to explore, even though I didn't get much opportunity growing up to explore. But coming to the university, I identified that okay, I like to be busy. I like to do things for myself. I like to earn my own money. I like to be a little independent to some extent. I mean, not totally independent because I'm a big girl. Yeah, so I discovered who I was and I got comfortable in my own skin. And it helped me to be able to be confident in whatever I'm doing. And even if it's not working out, I know for sure that if I'm myself, I'll be able to navigate through anything. Yeah, so if you are coming up and you probably want to be like me, I would encourage you to be like me.
Oh,
be like yourself. I mean, be yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't know what path you want to go through until you just test yourself. You just push yourself. And some people will just sit down and go like, oh, I don't know what I want to do. But you're not doing anything to even figure out which one you actually like to do. Yeah, but that's something that helped me. Maybe it can't help you. Maybe it wouldn't. But that's my advice.
So the advice is do something in order to figure out what you want to do.
Yes, you have to do something. And be yourself.
And be yourself. Your social media handles, please.
Okay, I'm Akweley _ on Twitter. Akweley on LinkedIn. Akweley on Instagram.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Akweley. And I'm sure my audience to enjoy the conversation as much as I did. So this has been my tech journey show on Quick Tech with Akweley. If you have any questions, if you need mentorship whatsoever, just enter her DM in any of those social media platforms, and I'm sure you reply, right?
Yeah, I'm more active on LinkedIn.
More active on LinkedIn. So please get in touch with her if you need any guidance. If you haven't subscribed, kindly do subscribe. If you're already part of the family, hey boo, we love you. My name is Kodia Bekumohima Sewa Koto Patricia. Call me Kasaka, and we'll see you next time. It's bye.